Q with her singing ass. Let's get to the show.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Q, and today we are making a delicious pizza from scratch. But it's not your ordinary, not your average pizza, okay? This is a honey sriracha chicken wing pizza. Yes, sir. And we are making this, as I said before, from scratch. So right now, we're about to weigh out our flour. This is some gold medal flour that we're using. This recipe called for 3 cups of flour. And so 1 cup of flour equals to 4.14 ounces of flour, right? So I needed 12.75, okay? And I love this scale. I just got it not that long ago, and this is my first time using it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm really, like I said, I'm really just, honing my craft and focusing on making what I do better, you know what I'm saying, for my own self, and you know what I'm saying, for you guys. So when you guys watch me, you know what I'm saying, y'all see a steady evolution and elevation of my skills, techniques, flavors, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we building, we growing. All right, so in this ramekin, I have some parsley, I have some Italian, I have some Italian seasoning, I have some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and salt, okay? That's what goes into there. And earlier, at the beginning of the video, you guys saw me with, right here it is again. This is the yeast and water and sugar. That's all that's in there. Yeast, warm water, and sugar. And as you guys can see, it is good yeast. So we're gonna go ahead and pour in some olive oil, some extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients to a bigger bowl, because you guys know that once you add the yeast and the water and the sugar and all that, that's gonna make this dough grow. It's gonna get bigger. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. What does it say? Never despise small beginnings. Exactly. Period. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a good stir. Yes. And one thing I find, as far as weighing the flour versus just using the cups, I feel that the dough turned out a lot more chewier and the way that I wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it turned out very well. And also, I'm going to be doing a different shape with the pizza. Normally, y'all see me do more of a roundish shape, or if I'm doing the when I make my non-bread pizzas, it's, that kind of shape. But today, we're making a rectangular pizza, and I'm going to be putting chicken wings on it, burrata, mozzarella cheese, sharp cheddar cheese, red onions, mushrooms, and a beautiful pizza sauce that I'm going to be making from scratch, y'all. From scratch to the natch. Period. So right now what I'm doing is I am kneading the dough. And as you can see, this dough is a little bit softer because, like I said before, we weighed the flour as opposed to just using the cups. And weighing flour is a lot more accurate. However, I did have to add more flour to it, which is fine because you can always add, but you cannot take away. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna knead this dough for about 15 minutes so that it builds that gluten. We're gonna get that gluten and that elasticity building up in this dough. And as y'all can see, it's a totally different color. Adding in that paprika, those seasonings. And so this is the type of pizza crust that you could just eat all of it. From the runum to the tuna. Because it's seasoned well and it's seasoned properly. So now look at that. Yes, God honey, let's look at this dough. Okay, now it's very soft, and as I said before, what's going to happen is y'all know what happens with yeast. It's going to proof and it's going to build and get bigger. All right, so now we're just putting this beautiful ball of dough into a nice ball. I'm taking that bigger bowl. I added some extra virgin olive oil inside of there because you don't want your dough to stick to the sides of the bowls, right? You want it to be able to have space to grow. Put a little bit on top, because what we're going to put on top of here is some saran wrap. Yeah, and we're going to allow this to proof for I let it go for about an hour. I let that first rising go for an hour. You feel me? So now we're gonna go ahead and cut up some of our toppings. And like I said, I'm gonna be using some red onions and some portobello mushrooms. And so I'm just slicing it up. I'm making some nice slices to put on top of that pizza. Y'all, when I tell you this pizza turned out so delicious, and I love a good saucy pizza. I don't like no dry pizza, Chad. I can't do no dry butt pizza. Everybody eat differently. Everybody have their own, specifications of ways that they like things. This is how I like to eat my food. I love my crust or whatever I'm eating to have a nice, no soggy bottom. And I just like for things to be cooked. I like things to be delicious. You feel me? Now, if it get a little, because like I said, I like my things saucy. So if it gets a little, but I need that crust, that bottom crust to be good and crisp and delicious. And I need that cheese to be cheesing, and I need that sauce to be saucing. And the wings, the wings gonna be wanging, and they gonna be whamming and bamming. Alright, so now let's season the meat, baby, because we gotta season the meat. Alright, so we're gonna start off with some garlic powder. Y'all already know. We're gonna start off with some onion powder. Yes, fortifying those flavors. This is gonna be so delicious, y'all. Watch what I tell you. Then we're gonna throw in some paprika. Hey, paprika, what up, girl? So now we're gonna throw in some poultry seasoning, because y'all know I love me some poultry seasoning. It's delicious, and it's good on more than just poultry. We're gonna also throw in some ground turmeric. Yes, God, honey, and some crushed red pepper flake for some heat. Then we're gonna throw in some Italian seasoning, some perfect pinch Italian seasoning. Go ahead and throw some of that in there. And some yellow mustard. Now, some people trade in the yellow mustard for dry mustard, okay? There's a reason why I only use actual mustard. And the reason being is because this yellow mustard and that Frank's Red hot sauce that you saw me add into there, that's what's gonna make that flour mixture adhere so perfectly to these wings. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all saw me add in a little bit of parsley. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give those wings a good, well actually no, I didn't add in parsley into this one. I didn't. No, I said everything that I put in here. Yeah, for sure. So now we're just gonna go ahead and give those a good mix. And then we're gonna add in some fresh black pepper in just a second. And we're gonna allow these to go ahead and marinate for a while. And we like to cook, get clean and cook, get clean. We like to cook and clean and cook. Cause girl, we like to cook, get clean and cook, get clean. We like to cook, get clean and cook, get cook. But that ain't all we like to do. You hear me? We are multifaceted, honey, period. So now as you see, I'm adding in that fresh black pepper on top of those wings. And now it's time to roll out our dough. Look at how much bigger it got. See, that's growth. That's growth. Never despise small beginnings. And that's something that I'm going to be talking with y'all a little bit later on as we eat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I like to talk about stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, y'all see this rolling pin. This is a different rolling pin than the one that y'all normally see me use. I love this new rolling pin. This bitch go hard. Look at it. There's no hassle. I can just roll out my dough. It's beautiful. I love this thing. Yes, God, honey. Yes, God. So now we're going to add some cornmeal into the bottom of our pan. And that cornmeal is going to give it a certain crunch and a crispness on the bottom of that pizza dough. It's going to give a beautiful texture to the bottom of that pizza dough. It's delicious. I love using cornstarch under my pizzas. And other places like Domino's, other different pizza places, they use cornmeal on the bottom of their pizza as well. And I'm still gonna get me a damn pizza stone because I've been making pizza a lot. So I do want to get a pizza stone because they work very well. And check out the merch. Yes, I am rocking my Fresh Eats LLC apron. It is one size fit all, and I will be adding the website into my description box along with the recipe for this dough and all that good old beautiful stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all, don't even worry about it. And now that I have my laptop, because my laptop came 2 days ago. I've had it for 2 days now. And I'm so excited. Like, it's time to update the websites and get everything going. And y'all see how I'm just happily just tapping all over this piece of crust. It feels almost like them little fidget things. You hear me? I'm just enjoying myself. And I was having such a good time poking the doggone dough that my daughter, she had walked up and started doing it too. Child. But yes, so this is beautiful. Now we're gonna allow this to sit and it's gonna proof again. Now we are making this beautiful, robust, and delicious, oh my God, pizza sauce. Y'all, come on now. So as you can see, I took a can of whole peeled tomatoes. I used my emulsion blender and I blended them down. Then I'm adding in some minced garlic, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some ground turmeric. Yes, building those layers of flavor. Some perfect pinch Italian seasoning for that herbaceousness. Yes, God, honey. And some red pepper flake because it's just delicious. It adds a beautiful warmth to it. We're gonna add in some sea salt. And y'all, I didn't add a whole lot of salt, you know what I'm saying? So I added a bit of salt and then I added a little more salt to make sure that it's seasoned properly. We got some balsamic vinegar added into the mix, and that balsamic vinegar just adds a depth and a richness to this sauce. It's so beautiful. And then we're adding in some sugar, and as y'all can see around the rim of the pot, it's starting to bubble up and boil up. Yes, God, honey, I'm talking about delicious flavor on flavor on flavor on flavor. And then of course some fresh black pepper. You feel me? Very delicious. Oh my God, so delicious. And the trick to this sauce in particular and other marinara sauces is just giving it time to boil and to cook out that that tomatoiness, and then it begins to become a beautiful sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all see this sped up, but I'm doing so much more than what the time elapses and things of that nature show. So I told you guys I added in a little bit more salt after I tasted it. You feel me? Because if the salt would have been sufficient that first go around, I would have left it as is, not touched it or anything. But this is why you taste your sauces, so that you can make adjustments. This is why you taste your food. And it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong or anything like that. Pros, actual real cooks, not cooks but chefs, pro chefs, taste their food. You want to know what you're about to eat, right? And how it all blends together and how it meshes together with other flavors, what stands out, what is subtle. You know what I'm saying? There's complexity. There's simple complexities and complex simplicities. Y'all gonna hear me say that all the time. Because it's true. It's just like life. You know what I'm saying? So now let's look at this beautiful pot of sauce just going away. And it's just doing its thing. It's doing its own thing. You hear me? It ain't bothering nobody. It's just getting better and better. So now I'm about to do my shake 'em up method to fry this chicken, y'all. And y'all know I love efficiency. I love getting things done in a beautiful manner. And so in this bowl, there is flour, there's cornstarch, there's baking powder, there is onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, there's black pepper, there is poultry seasoning, and that's it. And the reason why I didn't add any extra salt into the breading, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Look at this chicken. This chicken is properly seasoned. This chicken seasoned, and it's seasoned well. You know what I'm saying? There was seasoning salt put into the chicken. It's enough to do exactly what it's gonna do. And because we're not doing it as a dredge thing, you're gonna keep all of your seasoning on your chicken. That's why you do it like that. You know what I'm saying? When I do things, there's a purpose behind what I do. I'm not just doing stuff just to be doing it. There's a reason, and there's a method to my madness and a science to it. You feel me? So now look at this. And I left this at the exact speed because I wanted you guys to see just how quickly my entire batch of chicken was breaded. Thoroughly breaded. Look at that. Look at that. Thoroughly breaded. Y'all finna see how crispy this chicken finna come out. Yes, God, honey. Now, we have our beautiful dough, and it's risen for the second time. We're gonna look at that sauce. You see how it came together, how it began to have depth of color. You see the deepness of those tomatoes and that balsamic vinegar just coming together in a harmony that was indescribable in my mouth. Very delicious. And as far as like fresh herbs versus dry herbs and all of that other stuff, let me tell you this, and this is how I feel. What I have, I will use. If I have fresh herbs, I will use that. If I have dry herbs, I will use that. Sometimes I'll use both at the same damn time. And guess what that means? That means that I just love delicious food. I love herbaceousness. So there's really no, people gotta get out of that damn frame of mind of, well, this is this and this is that. It's see, when I'm feeling a little bougie, I'm not talking about little goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, judging people for little small things or stuff like that. Like, that's not what I'm on. But we'll talk more about that later. Right now, y'all see that I have layered some beautiful sharp cheddar on top of this beautiful sauce, and then I also added in those onions on one side and the mushrooms on one side. The other side does not have all that because my daughter was like, Mom, please, you know what I'm saying? And I do my best to accommodate my kids. Period. I've always been like that. If my kids don't rock with something, they just don't rock with it, and it is what it is. So now we're putting that burrata mozzarella on top of there, and I showed you guys what it looked like on the inside. This is my first time having burrata mozzarella, but it will not be my last because this cheese was fat. I'm talking about, it was delicious, and it was very moist on the inside, which gave a lot of deliciousness and lended a lot of deliciousness to the pizza. And as y'all can see, I added some Perfect Pitch Italian seasoning on the top of that, and I also added some beautiful fresh black pepper on top of the pizza. Y'all know how I like to dress it up before I put it in the oven. Very delicious, you know what I'm saying? And after this pizza bakes, we're gonna top it with honey sriracha fried chicken wings. Sweet-n-Sassy honey sriracha chicken wings. And when y'all see the way this sauce look, you're gonna know, okay? So now we're ready to fry. Let's fry. And also, here's some ASMR for y'all. It's popping. Let's get it. Y'all, do you see how beautiful that is? Do y'all see how golden and crispy? Look at that. Now you know that's done properly. There's gonna be a crunch on that, a very delicious and distinct crunch and crispness that doesn't go away with the sauce. You hear me? This is the type of chicken that even when you sauce it, it's still gonna be crunchy. It's still gonna be crunchy. You feel me? And delicious and juicy and tender on the inside of those wings, baby. These wings right here, they gonna make you fly. You're these like Red Bull, it's gonna give you wings, baby. And these wings gonna be crispy, delicious, juicy, and tender than a bitch. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, and I just ate. Make it so bad. Looking at this stuff and getting hungry all over again. Don't make no sense. Now look at this. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm being silly. But look at that. Oh my God. Now it's time to get those a beautiful toss. Man, mouth getting all watery and crowd. Dang. Cause them wings was fine. It's like flashbacks. You're in memories. Oh yes. Look at that. Yes, God, honey. Yes, God. Look at that. Whew. Now it's time to put together our pizza. So what I'm doing right now is I'm layering all these beautiful, saucy, crispy chicken wings, juicy, tender, flavorful, delicious, seasoned properly. Oh my God. We're layering these all around the perimeter of the pizza. We're putting, God damn it. This pizza was just like, look at the plate up. Just look at the plate up. Oh my God. Saucy, cheesy, melty. The chicken sitting on top of there like, yeah, I'm supposed to be right here. You hear me? Delicious. Look at that. You knew I was gonna start with a wing. Y'all knew I was gonna start with a wing. You knew I would. So like, y'all knew that I was gonna start with a wing. Look at that juicy, crispy, hot food, hot, cold food, cold drip. Very delicious. Incredibly. And look at my little wingy thing. Y'all know I love the wingy things. You know what I'm saying? People be trying so hard to hate on the wingy thing. Man, go on somewhere. Live a little. Understand that is the spice of life. That everybody is different. And people love different things. And people like different things. So I enjoy different things. Ooh. Then that honey Sriracha sauce just blessing the crust like that. Just all that deliciousness like that. And then the crust is soft and chewy. And the bottom is good and crisp and delicious like it's supposed to be. Oh my God, this was just a whole beautiful ass meal. And normally I would have like a salad or some celery or something with this. And I don't know why I didn't do that. I was hungry then I was hungry, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, look, I'm hungry. So I wanted to eat, and that's what I did, child. And I ate, honey. Ate down. Ooh. Oh my God, it was so delicious. My kids, we told it off, okay? And so I wanted to talk about something. Cause y'all know I'm gonna talk about something. Y'all know I'm talking about something. Alright, so right now, I feel like there's a lot of big me, little you type stuff going on YouTube. And I've been noticing it. And there's a lot of people putting down smaller YouTubers, but y'all at the same time copying what the smaller YouTubers are doing. You know what I'm saying? I myself am a smaller YouTuber, and I have seen my influence in a lot of people's shit. A lot of people's shit. Them Superman potatoes, all type of different shit that I was bringing to the forefront, and stuff that I went viral making, like those stuffed bell peppers and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I went big viral on Facebook with a lot of different recipes, the catfish and spaghetti, shrimp. My very first viral video was me cleaning a shrimp, you know what I'm saying? And I just started seeing a lot of different, my influence has been going from a bunch of different social media websites, you know what I'm saying, social media sites. And people are so quick to put other smaller YouTubers down and all this other stuff, and it makes no sense. It's very catty, it's very silly, and it's like, one thing I do believe in is growth. And I don't believe in putting down people who are seemingly smaller than me or seemingly smaller than the next person. That's a very dangerous game to play. Oh, look at that. I was just showing y'all how moist and delicious the inside of that crust was. Oh my God. And it was delicious because I seasoned it, you feel me? But y'all, so this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. It is far better, and it makes so much sense to be, you know, helpful and to be kind towards people. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have me misconstrued, because sometimes y'all will see me in certain people comments going off. I know y'all done synced it. Hey, shit, it's public. I'm not stupid. I know I said what I said, and I said exactly what I said, and I meant it too. Now, one thing I will say is this. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said, I'm not the type of person, because I saw on Twitter this one girl, she said, how you say you don't like mess but you be messy? This is how I feel. I don't like mess. I don't like a lot of bull crap, and I don't like people who stir up a lot of shit. But if I have to get quote unquote messy so that people can clear this shit up and there can be some truth said about the matters, then by all means I'm going to do that, because people love to try to put you down and keep your name in a mix of shit, and they try to be so covert with it. That's the part that's really, you know what I'm saying, that's the part that really makes no sense. They try to be so underhanded, and I just don't. I'm a direct person. If you're talking shit, if you're doing all this stuff, it's not because it's true that I get upset. It's the fact that you are actually sitting up trying that shit, you know. But I'm getting a lot better at not responding to people who are trying to get a reaction out of me. I feel like they do that stuff just for that purpose, and I'm getting a lot better at rising above their bullshit. Period. That's a game that has no winners. Nobody wins that game. Well, you know what? That's a lie. The person who you talking all that shit about wins. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all have seen me in people's comment section. That's because I can see through a veil. I have a very good ability about myself as far as like detecting certain levels of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And so when I try to communicate with people and they brush it off like, oh, she don't mean nothing, it ain't nothing, that's not cool. It's messed up. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel like, you know, but then you steadily shading me, you steadily copying my mannerisms, you steadily copying different parts of my recipes, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not cool. You know what I mean? It's good to always, I'm the type of person, I always give credit where credit is due, when credit is due. But if it's something, like I said, that I'm building, that I'm doing on my own, why would I sit up and give somebody else the credit for that? Y'all have to treat people decently and treat people the way you want to be treated. And then the first thing they say is, oh, she's jealous of me because I'm bigger than her. No, and you know that's not the case, because like I said, I never despise small beginnings, and I never forget where I come from. And I understand, just like, and I was watching another YouTuber and she was running it down. She was telling the fucking truth about how people, we all start at zero on YouTube. I'm not sitting up here looking at the next person like, oh, well, I feel worse about myself because that means that's the way that y'all think. The people that do these things, because I know they watch my videos, y'all. I'm not stupid. That's how y'all think, and that's how y'all see things. You know what I'm saying? And that is on y'all, because I don't see it like that. I see people as equals, as human beings. Follower count and all that stuff don't mean shit for real when it comes down to a person's true character and who they actually are. And I don't give a fuck about putting up a false air about anything. Yes, I can be professional. Yes, I can do all that shit. But at the same time, I'm going to always be me. I'm always going to be me. I'm always going to be Quiana. And you know why that is? Because I fought so hard to be me. You know what I'm saying? People have been trying so hard to do me wrong since I've been here. And I'm not using that shit as a crutch. I'm not using that shit as an excuse or none of that. I'm still, every single day, anytime I get knocked down, I get right back the fuck up and I keep it fucking moving. And when I feel like I need to take care of my mental health, I do that. And sometimes, you know, like this break that just came up, that was like serendipitous. That just happened. You know what I'm saying? I didn't plan that at all. But it's being able to be honest about what you're doing, what your purpose is, and who you're here for. That's why I always say I'm beyond compared. Stop comparing me to these people. And I feel like some people keep that type of shit up because that's all they have. You hear me? If you didn't have me to kind of rip off of all the time, what the fuck would your content look like? Ask yourself that question. If you didn't have this person or that person or that person, if YouTube and content creation and all this shit wasn't built on a lot of this, shady shit that I be saying, what would your actual content look like? feel like, be like, sound like, what would it be? Exactly. I know what my content would be. It'll be amazing. Just like this pizza and these wings, child. Periana, period, dot, on God. And that's just that, honey. Oh, also, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. All the people that watch me, that subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, hey, I'm your girl Q. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I do. You know what I mean? I eat amazing food. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing and I'm doing me. On beat, on drum. Flat it. And a whole lot of love. And that's the main ingredient, period. So yes, y'all, I am full. And this meal was so delicious, y'all. I'm full. I could not. And y'all know I saved that for later because I don't waste nothing. This was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Period. And y'all, thank you so much for supporting me. We on our way up. Period. Up and stuff. You feel me? Growth, love, peace, all of that. See you guys. Bye. Mwah. Alright, y'all, thanks for coming through and vibing with your girl Q. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like this art, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, hit the subscribe button so you can subscribe to your girl and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the freshness coming from the Fresh Squad.
I got it.
Thank you for coming through. You know it's your girl Q.